It's one of our favorite times of the year. The Western North Dakota Honor Flight is in Washington, D.C., and it's time for veterans to see our nation's capital and some of the important monuments and memorials. Jody Kerzman has the privilege of traveling with her third honor flight. So how's the trip so far, Jody?
Yeah, you're right, Krista. Privilege is a really good word to describe this experience being on the honor flight. So far, so good. Yesterday was, it's an early start. We are at the airport by 4:30 in the morning, and go until about 10 o'clock at night. So it's an exhausting trip for everybody, but we saw a lot yesterday. I think the highlights and the most emotional stops for people were the Vietnam and Korea War memorials. Of course, we saw more things than that, but the two highlights I would say so far on this trip were the reception that the veterans received when we got off the plane at Dulles Airport, and then randomly at the Air Force Memorial, a group of, I would say, probably middle school kids lined up and cheered for them and thanked them for their service. And the smiles on these guys' faces is just, I mean, it brings a tear to your eye. It's just so cool, and they deserve it. And last night, there's always a banquet on Sunday night. The speaker this time was actually the founder of the honor flight. So we got some really cool insight into why this program started and what keeps it going. So those are the highlights so far. I think today we'll go to the Capitol, to the World War II Memorial, and to the Udvar Hazy Smithsonian Museum, and then we'll head home.
Wow, Jody, that sounds like an amazing trip. And I know even though they may follow the same routine or patterns, you always find something so special about each and every one of these trips.
Well, it's the people, right? I mean, it's different people on each trip, and there's more than 100 veterans on this trip, and each one of them just has the most amazing story. And if I had all the time in the world, I would tell you every one of their stories. Unfortunately, we don't have unlimited time, but just know that they are all heroes in their very own way. And it's been so cool to see some people that I know, that I didn't know were veterans, right? So that's the cool thing. And I should know that. They should be proud of their service, and they should let us know that they serve.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jody, for reporting on this. We're looking forward to having you back home and hearing your stories.
Yes, and hopefully everyone can come to the airport, Bismarck Airport. We're supposed to arrive by 7 o'clock tonight, and I just think the more people there to welcome these guys home, the better it'll be. So
Absolutely.
hopefully we'll see lots of people there.
Great. Thank you so much, Jody.